From the personal log of Guybrush Threepwood. Sometimes, when it's quiet, I can still hear the monkeys. It's hard to believe that it's only been a few years since I first washed up on the beaches of Melee Island, armed with nothing more than a goofy name and an overpowering urge to become a swashbuckling pirate.
I want to be a pirate.
Who could have suspected that such a humble pursuit would lead me to cross swords with the evil ghost pirate LeChuck, the slimiest slug ever to plunder the seven seas? And who could have guessed that my battles with LeChuck would introduce me to the love of my life, Melee Island's Governor Elaine Marley. Or that my efforts to win Elaine's hand would repeatedly drag me to the mystery-drenched shores of Monkey Island.
That's the second biggest monkey head I've ever seen.
Or that I would finally end the scourge of LeChuck, burying him beneath a mountain of ice. Not me, that's for sure. Back then, the only thing duller than my sword was my wit. Now look at me. I'm married to the most beautiful governmental official in the Caribbean. The entire Tri-Island area shudders at the sound of my name. And now my Plunder Bunny and I are returning to Melee Island after the most incredible honeymoon in the history of...
Guybrush!
Yes, dear?
Guybrush! Stop daydreaming and make yourself useful!
I don't have a thing to my name. Excuse me. I don't suppose you'd mind just leaving us alone. Excuse me? I guess he doesn't want to talk to me. It's the grated door to the ship's cargo hold. It's the grated door to the ship's cargo hold. There's an enemy pirate fighting over there. Excuse me. I don't suppose you'd mind just leaving us alone? I guess he doesn't want to talk to me. That cannon looks ready to fire. If only I could get that thing to go off. It's full of hot coals. It's too cumbersome to handle with just my feet. It's full of hot coals. I don't have a thing to my name. It's full of hot coals. It's too cumbersome to handle with just my feet. I already knocked it over. I should try to pick one up if I want to try to. There's a pile of red-hot coals simmering on the deck there. Now I'm glad we got the ship with the flame-retardant lacquered deckwood. I don't think this coal will be of any use by itself. I don't have a thing to my name.
Little snuggle cakes.
Hey, Elaine. Could you untie me?
Land ho! The way I pushed that smelly pirate right over the rail. Now that's the stuff of pirates.
I hope the loyal citizens of Melee don't hurt themselves. I mean, you know, all the pushing and shoving on the dock to see my, our return could be dangerous. Make sure this one stays on top.
Then there was the swab who came at me with the rusty fid. I sure taught him a thing or two about the proper use of deck chairs. Whoa. Got it.
The burden of being the governor of such an adoring yet unsophisticated public can be so draining. I'll be lucky if I can get a second to myself for months.
You know, we make a great team. The way we communicate, the way we work together, the way we anticipate each other's every move. There's nothing we can't accomplish.
Oh, well, here goes. Might as well get all the hullabaloo over with. What? Where is everyone?
Maybe everyone went to bed early?
Where's the welcoming committee? The banners? The crushing throng of well-wishers? Oh dear, do you know what this means?
We can spend another 3 months honeymooning.
No, you adorable numbskull. Something has gone horribly wrong while I've been away. Nothing else can explain.
What's that? Hey, it's Timmy the monkey! How are you, boy? Either his litter box is full or he's trying to tell us something. What is it, boy?
Timmy, is something wrong?
Free grog at the scum bar?
There's been an outbreak of scurvy?
He won 74 bucks playing bingo but lost it all playing banana futures.
There's trouble at the governor's mansion! Let's go!
Let's try 17. 5.5 minus 27. Fire!
What do you think you're doing?
What does he look like I'm doing, fancy pants? I'm knocking down the governor's mansion.
You can't knock down the governor's mansion without approval from the governor.
Yeah. The governor's dead, ma'am.
Dead?
Was the marriage that killed her, they say.
But I am the governor. Do I look dead to you?
No, ma'am.
Then cease and desist your boulder flinging immediately.
Yeah. Sorry, Governor. I'm under contract. I'm legally obligated to destroy your mansion with this here catapult.
Something's rotten on Melee Island.
I know. But the stench usually drifts away with high tide.
I've got a plan.
Although it sometimes lingers during an eclipse.
Guybrush,
Yes, dear?
I'm going down to City Hall to see about getting declared undead.
Won't that make you a flesh-eating zombie?
In the meantime, I need you to do two things for me.
More back rubs and foot massages?
Maybe later. First, I want you to put a stop to this insane boulder flinging.
Stop the insanity. Check.
Second, I want you to go to Lucre Island, talk to my grandpa's lawyers. They might know how to help us fight City Hall.
Oh, but I hate talking to lawyers.
And not as much as they'll hate talking to you, dear.
Okay.
Well, I've got a resurrection to perform. Be good, dear. And don't forget, stop the catapult, go to Lucre Island.
Sounds like the honeymoon's over.
She was a lot nicer before she died. Excuse me.
What?
Please stop firing boulders at my house. It's very unnerving.
Sorry about that, kid, but I'm under contract.
What would it take to get you to stop flinging rocks at my house?
Permanently? Yeah, some kind of restraining order, I guess. You'd need some fancy lawyers for that.
Okay, how about temporarily?
Well, the union gives us liberal snack breaks during the day, but I don't have any snacks.
What are those numbers you're muttering?
You know? I don't rightly know. They're supposed to be targeting numbers or something, but I'll be danged if I can figure them out. All I know is how to hit that cactus. I'm trying to extrapolate from there.
Could you show me how to hit the cactus?
Nah, I only do that when I think the catapult's out of alignment. I wouldn't want to waste one of these.
You seem like a busy man. I'll let you return to your evil deeds.
Thanks. Hey, get away from there before I pop you one on the head, capiche? Good. Not...
I don't have a thing to my name. You wouldn't think a scrawny guy like that could lift those heavy boulders.
Oh, you callin' scrawny, pencil neck? Let's try... 50. $3.7, 12. Fire!
That is one fat bird. That's huge. That's huge. Okay. Goodbye, cruel adventure game. Forget it. I don't think so. I don't have a thing to my name. That pig-shaped bush frightens and confuses me. That pig-shaped bush frightens and confuses me. If that's a ring finger, I'd hate to see the size of the ring. For a pinky finger, it's quite large. Ah, the middle finger. The most communicative of fingers. This table must have been a hand-me-down. That's quite a thumb. This finger seems slightly different than the others. Yikes!
You pulled?
Hey, it's you!
Yes, it is I.
You seem to show up whenever I'm in trouble. Why?
Who can say? Perhaps it's because we share. Perhaps the fates have intertwined. Or maybe I've got an unbreakable 5-game deal with LucasArts. In any event, I'm here to help. How can I assist you, Guybrush Threepwood? The cards have foretold that you seek direction.
How do I stop that weasel from hurling rocks at my house?
What goes up must come down. But what's more important is where...
Yeah, like Actually,
Very well. My mystic eye see. What would you like to know?
didn't you relocate?
I did, but I sensed that I was needed here. Besides, the incessant clucking...
Did you really move your thriving voodoo emporium back to Melee Island just to be near me?
Yes, but perhaps my voodoo senses were on the fritz.
Why is Melee Island so empty?
That is an excellent question, Guybrush.
I thought so. Well,
What?
why is Melee Island so empty?
Oh, that. About a month ago, a mysterious overseas investor began buying up all of Melee Island from the local pirates. Those that wouldn't sell have been challenged to various forms of insult games. Insult sword fighting, insult golf, insult darts, insult arm wrestling. You get the idea. Strangely, this investor always wins. He's the best in... Eventually, even the craftiest, after wagering their homes and businesses in ever-escalating rounds of insult gaming.
How awful. Why don't...
How many pirates do you know that can resist a duel?
Good point.
In any event, the few pirates remaining on Melee Island live in
You've helped me so much over the years, and I still don't know your name.
My name is not important.
Oh, come on. What's your name?
Do not taunt. The truth of my name will be revealed. Do not the truth.
I'd like...
Like what?
I don't need any more of your enigmatic hoodoo right now.
As you wish. I'll be here.
I don't have a thing to my name. I could swear that I've seen those pirates somewhere before. Ahoy there, fellow seafaring wastrels.
Yes! Oh, sorry about that.
You startled us.
Yeah, that's it.
You two look awfully familiar.
Oh, we have very common-looking faces. Isn't that right?
Oh, definitely. Can't swing a dead Chinook around here without hitting someone who look like us.
Didn't we run into each other last summer on Fat Island?
We've never been to Fat Island.
And never in the summers.
Are you sure we haven't met?
Drop it, Threepwood.
Hey, how'd you know my name?
Doesn't everyone know the name of Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate?
True, but I still think you guys look familiar. Aren't you the famous comedy team of Youngler and Muntz?
Youngler and Muntz? Never heard of them.
You haven't? But they're brilliant! They do this bit about how men leave the commode seat up and how women love to shop for boots. Well, I guess you had to be there.
Apparently.
I could swear...
I really don't think so.
Dudes, aren't you the founding members of Keel Hall, the world's loudest pirate speed metal band?
Not likely. Neither of us can carry a tune.
Neither can Keel Hall. I'm putting together a crew for a mission to Lucre Island. Want to join?
Holy jumping mother of God, no!
I'll take that as a no, then.
You'll have to excuse my friend. Our last adventure on the high seas ended badly. We're in no hurry to return.
Oh, come on. Join my crew. It'll be fun.
No!
Thanks, but no.
I could swear that I know you guys.
I really don't.
Didn't we share a cruise?
I don't think so.
Carla, make the bad man stop! He's come to take us back to Monkey Island.
Carla?
Who?
You can't fool me. You're Carla, the Swordmaster of Melee Island. And you're Otis.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let it go, Otis. The half-wits recognized us.
I knew you guys looked familiar. You were 2/3 of my original Monkey Island crew.
The crew you abandoned on Monkey Island, you mean?
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to escape from Monkey Island?
No. How difficult is it to?
Escape from Monkey Island.
Well, it's really difficult.
Yeah,
The whole experience was very traumatizing.
scared us for life.
Gee, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, sorry doesn't feed the narwhals, Buster.
So, what have you rapscallions been up to?
Where to begin?
What have you been doing with yourself, Carla?
You mean after I finally managed to escape from Monkey Island?
You're never gonna forgive me for that, are you?
Not in this lifetime. Anyhow, I've spent the last few years here on Melee Island re-establishing my Swordmaster credentials.
That sounds productive.
Oh, it was, until that Australian showed up.
Australian?
Yeah, an Australian real estate developer. He challenged me to a round of insult sword fighting, badgered me into betting my house. It was over so quickly.
Gee,
Now I wander the streets of Melee insult sword fighting for food.
how sad. How about you, Otis? What have you been doing for the last few years?
Well, after I finally escaped from Monkey Island, I made my way back to Melee Island where I tried to resume my former profession.
Petty thievery?
I prefer to think of it as proactive redistribution of wealth. Unfortunately, the indignities I suffer on Monkey Island have left me so jittery that I cannot pick a lock or a pocket without making more noise than a flatulent hippo.
What vivid imagery. So how do you earn a living?
Begging mostly. You'd be amazed how many people will pay to hear the story of the innocent pirates who were betrayed by their idiot captain.
Well, where's the third member of our old crew?
You mean Meat Hook?
That's a good question.
After we finally got off Monkey Island, Meat Hook renounced his piratey lifestyle and returned to his true passion,
Drinking?
painting.
Painting? But the guy's got no hands.
That's what we said.
Whatever happened to Captain Smirk, the sword trainer?
He sold his house to a foreign investor.
But he didn't want to.
The investor challenged him to a round of insult gin rummy and beat him.
Smirk was so ashamed that he signed over the deed to his house on the spot and hopped the next ship out of Melee.
The same story's been repeated dozens of times all over Melee Island. This slimy investor strolls into a pirate's house or place of business, challenges him to a game of insult something or another, then humiliates them so badly that they have to cave into his hostile takeovers.
Haven't you noticed all the sword signs around here?
These stories are too depressing. Let's talk about something else.
If we must.
Won't you join my crew? For old time's sake.
Guybrush, take a good look at Otis.
Monkeys! Monkeys is full of the monkeys!
That's what happened to him the last time we agreed to be part of your crew. Now, what in the name of Blackbeard's dandruff could possibly convince us to join you in another idiotic adventure?
Well, how about... a brand new car!
What?
Sorry, I kinda got caught up in the moment. Well, how about... treasure. Boatloads of treasure.
We're still waiting for the treasure you promised us the last time.
Oh, yeah. Well, how about...
My undying and unconditional gratitude, baby.
What was that? Were you coming on to me?
Oh, icky.
Hey, I'm married.
Then quit using your picking up winch's voice. It's creepy.
Sorry. Well, how about... some lovely property off the coast of Booty Island.
Oh, that's rich. Everyone knows that a mysterious foreign investor has bought up all the real estate around Booty Island.
Well, how about... cushy government jobs?
That sounds interesting.
Carla, what are you doing?
What kind of cushy government jobs are we talking about?
You know, the kind where you're paid 3 times the going private sector rate, no one checks your work, and it's impossible to be fired.
Don't listen to him, Carla. He just wants to take us back to Monkey Island.
We'd want contracts, of course.
I'll see what I can do. Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first.
Ahoy!
What is it now?
We got some heavy-duty begging to attend to.
Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first.
Guybrush, what are you doing here?
Looking for a bathroom?
Quit fooling around and stop that catapult.
this goes. Too bad it's locked. Guess I'll never find out. Somehow I think the landowners would protest. The Scum Bar, haven for the rowdiest bunch of drunken scallywags you'll ever see. The Scum Bar, haven for the rowdiest bunch of drunken scallywags you'll ever see. Must be hard to play darts when you can't reach the top of the dartboard. Maybe it's just me, but playing darts without a shirt seems like an invitation to trouble. That's the skull of Hermie, the giant sea pig of Melee Island. His ribs tasted like pork, his shanks like salmon, and his giblets like yams. I'm not picking that up. It's half full. The owner wouldn't be too happy if I took that. The human body is a beautiful thing, most of the time. Hail and hello, oh master of all things grog-like.
What can I do for you, Mr. Marley?
Threepwood.
Ah, right, sorry about that, Mr. Threepwood.
How'd you like to join a crew of courageous pirates on a dangerous quest?
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Great!
But I should really check with my boss first. Hey, boss!
What?
Can I have a few days off to join Mr. Threepwood here on a swashbuckling adventure?
Are you out of your grog-addled mind? No.
I guess I can't go. Damn.
Are you sure you can't join my crew?
I'll check. Hey, boss!
Don't even think about it, bucko.
He sounds pretty adamant.
This place is quieter than a crypt full of mimes.
Isn't it a crying shame? It's been that way since that Australian blew into town.
Australian?
Aye. A scurrilous Australian land developer who's been using strong-arm tactics to buy up all the land on Melee Island. Half of our regular clientele have been driven off island by the no-good scoundrel.
Wow. Do you know anything more about this Australian developer?
Not really. I'd surely love to give him a piece of my mind, though.
You got any snacks?
I've got some pretzels.
Well, that seems harmless enough.
Yep. The Scum Bar's famous kudu jerky pretzels.
Ooh. Got anything else?
Not really.
Okay, let's have some.
Sorry, can't give you any.
What? Why did you...
That drunk at the table over there? He has the last basket.
Can't you give them to me without a basket?
Sorry, it's Scum Bar policy.
Are you sure I can't have just a few pretzels?
You really don't want to carry these babies around in your bare hands.
You're probably right.
That's the spirit. See if the inebriated fellow over there will see fit to give you some.
Grog me, barkeep.
Why, I'd be glad to. After you show me some ID.
ID? I don't got to show you no stinking ID.
You do if you want any grog.
No, really, grog me.
No, really. ID.
What, don't I look like I'm 14?
Actually, you look like you're about 15. But we're carding anyone who looks under 23 just to be safe.
No.
No, really.
Since when do groggeries check for ID?
Since unscrupulous Australian developers started trying to get our grog license revoked. No, really.
I left it in my other pants.
Well, either you change your pants, or you don't get any grog.
But I like these pants.
Well then, no grog for you.
I've got troubles.
Like what?
The government is trying to blow up my house.
Well, that's a crying shame, Mr. Threepwood.
Yeah, if anyone's gonna blow up my house, it should be me. I haven't got a crew to take me to Lucre Island.
You know, there's probably a pirate or two hanging around that could be coaxed into joining your crew.
I need a ship to take me to Lucre Island.
You might want to try the Melee Island Municipal Shipyards.
Does Stan still work there?
No. The whole place is run by the harbour mistress these days.
Harbor mistress?
Aye, she's very by the book. Although, she does have her tender side.
If her tender side is anything like the painting behind you, I don't want to see it. On second thought, I hate listening to myself whine.
You and me both, brother.
I've got to go.
Right, well, Grog will do that.
It says, "Happy birthday." No, it's probably the only thing this poor guy has to his name. Hi there, fellow swashbuckler.
Balzac!
What's the word on the street? How would you like to join my crew on a dangerous piratey mission? We'll be searching the seven seas for sunken treasure. I'll take that as a no, then. Are you sure? We'll be heading to Lucre Island to meet with my wife's lawyers. You're right. That does sound sort of silly when I say it out loud. Say, mind if I have some of your pretzels? You sure I can't have any of your pretzels? You sure I can't have any of your pretzels? What's that you're drinking? So, what are you drinking now? Got any more juicy nuggets of info? Got any more juicy nuggets of info? You look like a busy man. I'll let you get back to your self-destructive binge drinking.
Balzac!
I guess he doesn't want anyone taking his birthday pretzels. I guess he doesn't want anyone taking his birthday pretzels. No, it's probably the only thing this poor guy has to his name. That looks like a pirate with a lot on his mind. Hi there, scruffy-looking pirate person. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. What's your name?
Cheese. Ignatius Cheese.
Wait a minute. Your name is I Cheese?
I?
Cheese?
I?
I'm sorry, but I just can't get over the absurdity of your name.
Well, if you say so, Mr. Threepwood.
I'll have you know that the Threepwood name has a long and noble history.
So does mine.
I'd like to hear about the long and noble history of the Cheese family.
Aye, it'd be my pleasure. Naturally, no discussion of my family would be complete without mentioning my great-great-grandfather, who single-handedly revolutionized the art of roadside carriage wheel repair.
Who was that?
Are you daft? Have you never heard of Jack Cheese?
I don't ride many carriages in my line of work. Sorry. Tell me more about the family Cheese.
Well, there's my great-uncle.
What's he famous for?
He's a renowned holy man who remains steadfastly neutral in any conflict.
Let me guess. Swiss cheese?
Ah, so you've heard of him.
Tell me more about the family Cheese.
My brother is starting to make a name for himself.
Really? What does he do?
He sings depressing autobiographical songs.
Give me a second. Blue cheese.
You really know your cheeses.
Tell me more about the family Cheese.
My great-great-great-aunt was legendarily ugly.
How ugly was she?
Well, she was so ugly that men turned to stone at the sight of her.
Wait a minute, nope, I'm drawing a blank.
I can't say as I blame you. Not too many folks remember Gorgonzola cheese.
I think I've heard enough about your family. What big arms you have, Mr. Cheese.
The better to insult arm wrestle with, Mr. Threepwood.
Insult arm wrestling?
Aye. While you were away, the insult sword-fighting paradigm became attached to a host of other pirate pastimes.
Paradigm?
Well, nowadays you can't throw a dart or play a game of checkers without being expected to toss in a withering bon mot.
I think I tossed a bon mot in a food fight once.
My particular speciality is insult arm wrestling, which I use to defend my bar from hostile takeovers.
How would you like to join my crew of mighty pirates, Mr. Cheese?
And what, pray tell, might I be finding myself doing if I joined this crew of mighty pirates?
You'd be helping a band of bloodthirsty brigands sack a small fishing village.
Arr, that doesn't sound too manly. Any girly pirate can loot a defenseless fishing community.
Are you sure you don't want to join my crew of mighty pirates?
Well, I don't know. What kind of pirating would I be doing?
You'd be looking for sunken treasure with a group of cutthroat killing machines.
Sunken treasure hunts are for thieves and scallywags, Junior. Real pirates keep their treasure.
Are you...
Well, I don't know.
You'd be traveling to Lucre Island with a crew of Cretinous buccaneers to meet with my wife's lawyers.
Now that sounds like a worthy mission for a mighty pirate navigator like myself.
Really?
Aye, the seas around Lucre Island are very treacherous and can only be navigated by a skilled sailor. I'd love to face that challenge, but
what?
I can't.
Why not? Is your keister glued to that chair?
Well, yes, now that you mention it, it is. But that's not why I can't go, Mr. Wizened Pirate.
Well, then why?
Because if I leave my bar for too long, it'll be stolen out from under me.
You're the owner of the Scum Bar?
I, the one and only.
That's funny. I always thought the Scum Bar was owned by a guy named Ron.
Aye, he was the original owner. I won the bar from him in an epic 12-hour-long game of insult goldfish.
That sounds like a humongous fib.
Believe what you like. In any event, I've been fighting off a hostile takeover bid from an Australian land developer.
Come again?
You heard me. A greedy Australian is making a grab for my bar.
With guns and swords and cannons?
Worse, with insults, jibes, and mockeries. It's taken all of my insult arm wrestling skill to keep him at bay.
Gosh. If it weren't for the whole wife being declared dead thing, I'd say that was the strangest thing I'd heard all week. Is there something I could do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucre Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
I was kind of hoping that you'd cave in due to my incessant nagging.
Kid, I've been married for 30 years.
So?
So there's one thing I'm immune to. It's incessant, high-pitched nagging.
Are you sure there's nothing I can do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucre Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
If I beat you at insult arm wrestling, will you be my navigator?
That's an interesting proposition, Threepwood.
It is? I mean, of course it is.
How about this? If you beat me, I'll be your navigator.
Great.
But only if you teach me some new insults.
Agreed.
Well then, let's see what you've got.
Today by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
From the size of your gut, I guess they were eaten. Your knuckles are grind to a splintery paste.
Could you repeat that?
Your knuckles are grind to a splintery paste.
An over-the-counter defoliant could help with that problem.
You're the ugliest creature I've ever seen in my life.
I'm shocked that you've never gazed at your wife. My forearms have been mistaken for tree trunks.
An over-the-counter defoliant could help with that problem. Today, by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
I'm surprised you can count that high.
Hey, look over there.
Yeah, I know. It's a three-headed monkey. Your knuckles all grind into a splintery paste.
I thought that the bean dip had strange taste. Give up now or I'll crush you like a grape.
I would if it would stop your whining. My stupefying strength will shatter your ulna into 1,000,000 pieces.
I'm surprised you can count that high. Only once have I met such a coward.
Yeah, but we've both got better bladder control than you do.
My forearms have been mistaken for tree trunks.
An over-the-counter defoliant could help with that problem. My 98-year-old grandmother has bigger arms than you.
Oh, how appropriate. You fight like a cow.
I'm gonna put your arm in a sling.
Why? Are you studying to be a nurse? My 98-year-old grandmother has bigger arms than you.
Yeah, but we've both got better bladder control than you do. You're the ugliest creature I've ever seen in my life.
I'm shocked that you never have gazed at your wife. Do I see quivers of agony dance on your lip?
It's laughter that's caused by your feathery grip. I've out-wrestled octopi with these arms.
I am rubber. You are glue.
People consider my fists lethal weapons.
Sadly, your breath should be equally reckoned. Your arms are no bigger than fleas that I've met.
So that's why you're scratching. I'd go see a vet. I've got muscles in places you've never even heard of.
Oh, yeah?
Give up now or I'll crush you like a grape.
I am rubber. You are glue.
I won!
You did. Fair and square. Congratulations. You got yourself a navigator.
Hello again, Mr. Cheese.
Yes?
Are you looking forward to sailing to Lucre Island?
Aye. It'll be a pleasure to sail with a refined wit such as yourself.
It's been nice chatting, but I've got to see a man about a monkey.
I'm pretty sure I'm not the one true king. I'm pretty sure I'm not the one true king. That sword's in there pretty deep. Looks like I missed a mighty bar fight. I'm pretty sure I'm not the one true king. It must be hard to play darts when you can't reach the top of the dart. Ahoy, mateys! Excuse me. Hey!
Buzz up, buzzard breath.
Yeah, can't you see we're busy here?
You're in a bar. You're playing darts. This is busy?
Listen, we're playing for the title of Grand Master Dart Champion of Melee Island.
Yeah, and unless you're good enough to compete,
Which you aren't.
we'd advise that you take a long walk off a short pier.
I'm a dart-throwing maniac.
Really?
Back in grade school, they called me the Dart Master. Or something that rhymed with that anyway. So, can I join your game?
No.
Why are there so many holes in the wall around the dartboard?
Those are from other players.
Yeah, we never miss a shot.
Get out of here.
No, really. Pick a number. We'll hit it.
I bet you can't hit that balloon over there.
Watch the master at work. Ah! Oops.
I'm impressed. Would you strapping young specimens like to join my pirate crew?
I would, but once I win the Melee Championship, I'm gonna have to go on tour to win the Tri-Island Dart Throwers Championship.
Actually, you will be able to join this crew since I will be winning the Melee Island Championship.
Says you, Swabby.
Knows me, cracker brain.
Why aren't you playing insult dart throwing?
The official Tri-Island Dart Throwing Semi-Professional League rulebook clearly states all dart competitions must be won by dart throwing skill, not by any other means such as bribery, insults, threats, or otherwise.
Who's winning?
Right now, we're in a dead tie.
Are you sure you won't join my crew?
Nah.
I'll bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
How about that post on the right side of the screen?
Here goes nothing.
Hey, you're pretty good. I'll bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
I bet you can't hit that guy over there.
Watch the master at work.
Nice shot. Well, I guess I'll be shoving off now.
Are you still here?
He's out cold. Kudu jerky pretzels. I guess he won't be needing these anymore. I wish I had some grog to wash that down with. Can I get a pretzel refill?
Sure.
It's Carla and Otis from my original crew. Hey, excuse me.
What is it now?
Would either of you like a kudu jerky pretzel?
No. We may be hungry, but we're not that hungry.
I wish I had some grog to wash that down with. This inner tube looks as though it's been subjected to unspeakable stresses.
Hey, what's all this junk doing here cluttering up my shipyard?
This inner tube looks as though it's been subjected to unspeakable stresses. I sure could go for a nice, refreshing grog right now. I'm not picking that. I sure could go for a nice, refreshing... I can't use this. It's empty. It's empty. I'm not picking that up.
Let's try... $22, 3.7. Well...
Excuse me.
What?
Could you show me how to hit the cactus?
Nah, I only do that when I think the catapult's out of alignment. I wouldn't want to waste one of these boulders. They're expensive.
You seem like a busy man.
Thanks. Fire!
Hey there.
Yeah. Just a sec.
Here, I brought you some kudu jerky pretzels.
Really? Thanks. I really appreciate this.
You're welcome. You know, you could thank me by not chucking big old boulders at my house.
I could, but I won't. Now leave me alone for a minute while I eat these.
Oh, ungrateful.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
You totally messed up my catapult. What you trying to do to me? You're killing me over here. Well, guess I'm gonna have to start over at my calibration cactus over there. Get out of my way.
I hope this works.
There. It's recalibrated to the cactus. Let's try it. Fire! Hey, get away from there before I pop you one in the head, capiche? Good. Now stay over there.
Not a bad piece of modern art, if I do say so myself. No way! I don't want to be inside if that guy actually gets lucky and hits the house. Hey, that's where I live.
Minus 27. Fire!
I only have this one thing.
Hey, get away from there! Good.
Hey there. Want some more kudu jerky pretzels?
Sure. Wow, remind me to thank you later.
Well, you could save time and thank me now by not knocking down my house with your massive balls of rock.
Sorry, kid. No can do. Now let me eat this in peace.
Looks like he's got plenty of ammunition. Looks like he's got plenty of ammunition.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're totally... What you trying to do to me? You're killing me. Well, guess I'm gonna have to stop. Get out of my way.
I hope this works.
There. It's recalibrated to the cactus. Let's try it. Fire! What the... Ha! I can't believe you did that. Do you have any idea what those things cost? They don't grow on trees, you know.
Guess what? I'm still dead.
But don't worry, I'll love you even after rigor mortis sets in.
We've been gone so long they didn't think I was coming back. So those numbskulls at City Hall declared me dead at sea.
What about me? Did they say anything about me?
No. Then they decided to sell all my belongings and destroy the mansion.
That's terrible. Did they sell any of my stuff?
And the worst part is, they've ordered a new election for the office of governor.
Maybe I should run.
So far, there's only one candidate. And you know the old slogan, where there's only one candidate, there's only one
choice.
Who are you?
The name, Mr. Threepwood, is Charles L. Charles. But you can call me the next governor of Melee Island.
You can't be the governor, I'm the governor. And it's a lifetime term.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it? You've been declared dead.
So I've heard. How did that happen?
Who can say? Perhaps if you'd spent a little more time governing, and less time gallivanting all over the Tri-Island area with your pet monkey, the good citizens of Melee wouldn't have come to the mistaken conclusion that you were pushing up the petunias.
Wait a second. Was I the pet monkey in that last sentence?
Okay, we get it. You're running for governor. But why destroy my mansion?
Oh, that. When you died, the mansion became the property of the state. As a favor to me, the future governor of Melee Island, the town elders contracted a demolition firm.
That's me.
To destroy this outdated bourgeois symbol of the elitist piratocracy.
But why?
Because the days of pirate princesses ruling from secluded mansions are over, my friend.
They are?
Indeed they are, lad. If the Melee Island of tomorrow is to prosper, it must be governed by a man of the people. A man unafraid to mingle with the common folk. A man who won't hide in a mansion guarded by vicious piranha poodles.
A man like you?
Precisely.
He makes a lot of sense, Elaine. I never did like those poodles.
Guybrush!
Well, I've got hands to kiss and babies to shake. Ta!
There's something fishy about that guy.
Really? I thought he smelled more like a rotting corpse.
I've got another plan.
With maybe a hint of oregano.
Guybrush!
Yes, dear?
I'm going back to City Hall to run against Charles.
Woohoo! How can I help?
Go to Lucre Island to talk to the family lawyers.
But why? I destroyed the catapult.
Yes, dearest, I know. But with that demolition order hanging over the mansion, another catapult could come at any moment. We need the kind of restraining order that only my family lawyers can provide.
But I want to come up with clever campaign slogans and do ops research.
Guybrush, love of my life, I'm a politician. Let me do what I do best. I'll let you do what you do best.
What's that?
Sailing around the Tri-Island area on seemingly pointless errands.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? What I meant to say was venturing into troubled waters on dangerous quests.
Well, okay then. That's more like it.
Okay. I'm off to start my campaign. Don't spend too much time on Lucre Island, dearest.
We don't own many coats in these tropical climes. Elaine?
Yes?
You want a kudu jerky pretzel?
This is no time for snack foods, Guybrush.
Ah, the lovely Mrs. Threepwood. I think there was something in our marriage vows about that. Hello, my little plunder bunny.
What are you doing here, Guybrush?
Did you see the way I rid us of that cataclysmic catapult?
I always knew you had it in you to destroy heavy machinery, my chaotic little pet. Unfortunately, that's only a stopgap measure. We have to find a more permanent solution.
We could move away and leave this mess for someone else.
But I like living here. Besides, it's probably just as messed up everywhere else.
We could make a public offering of the island and retire on the proceeds.
You mean like Melee.com? That's stealing. Even for pirates.
We could launch a full-scale attack on City Hall. Hold the town hostage, I say. Arr!
That's not very civilized, Honey Bear. Besides, I wouldn't want you to get hurt. I'm too young to be a widow. Thanks for trying to help, Guybrush, but I think we need to stick to the current plan.
I'll get right on it. Nobody wants to be on my crew.
Ask nice and don't make any ridiculous promises.
Hey, you should use that in your campaign.
I'll leave the crew selection to you, my dearest, and you can leave the campaign management to me. Is there anything else?
I'm having a little trouble getting a ship.
What kind of trouble?
I don't have the authority to requisition one. Can you believe that? Me! There must be a bunch of new people around here since we left.
Here, take this. It should give you an air of authority.
What's this doohickey?
It's the official gubernatorial symbol of Melee Island. It conveys the authority of the office of governor. It also gets the holder into some pretty great parties.
A true pirate doesn't need some gubernatorial symbol to prove he commands respect.
Yes, well, all the same, I think you better take it.
All right. Oh, does this mean I get to run the island now? I've got some revolutionary ideas about subsidized childcare.
Just give it back the minute you return from Lucre Island.
Nobody wants to be on my crew.
I really don't have... Is there anything else?
Can I have some money?
Why?
I'm not sure, but it always seems as though I could use a few hundred pieces of 8 on my adventures.
Well, I'd like to help, sweetheart, but we're kind of strapped for cash right now. Besides, what happened to your monthly allowance?
I blew it all gambling on spitting contests on Booty Island.
Well, then I'm sorry, my dear. It's time you learned an important lesson about budgeting.
Oh, shucks. I really...
Not until you learn how to spend your money responsibly.
What was I supposed to be doing?
Have you been drinking grog again?
No, I swear. I just want to make sure I have the details right.
Good. Now, while I concentrate on running for... And once there, you will visit with them and you'll work with them to find a legal way of saving the man. Got it?
Nobody wants...
I really don't have time. Is there anything else?
I'll let you concentrate on your campaign.
Thanks. Dearest, I thought we agreed that you wouldn't be spreading your messy inventory over our nice, clean floor.
Sorry, honey. This will only take a moment. It's the official symbol of the governor's office. I don't think that would help anything. The header says Melee Government Employment Contract. The header says Melee Government Employment Contract. The header says Melee Government...
What's this for?
I'm not sure. I just have a hunch that a signed government contract might be useful.
All right, let me sign it.
Ah, the lovely Mrs. Threepwood.
I already signed this.
Oh, yeah. The header says Melee Government Employment Contract. Hey, it's Elaine as a little kid with Grandpa Marley. Oh, how cute.
Don't make me get out your baby pictures.
But honey, you don't have any of my baby pictures.
No, but I have some of you crying after you got smacked in the head.
It's a portrait of Elaine's grandfather, Horatio Key Marley. This must have been painted years before his yacht was sucked into a whirlpool off the coast of Australia 20 or so years ago. Never to be seen again. No, that sofa doesn't have enough lower back support. Wouldn't want to end up becoming a hunchback and looking abnormal. How could a mere painting capture the essence of my love?
Oh, that's so sweet, Guy.
Yes, dear. I'm a pirate, not a furniture mover. Groovy banner. For some reason, it makes me want to write a... I love chess. I've got no time for easily mastered games like chess. I love chess. Especially the horsies. It's a government paper of some sort. The header says Melee Government Employment Contract. Cushy edition.
Another contract?
Just to be safe.
Well, so much for my status as a reform candidate. All right, let me sign it.
Ah, the lovely Mrs. Threepwood. This is no time to sleep. It's the door to our bedroom. It's the door to our bedroom. I would, but for some reason Elaine has locked it up. Right. I've always wondered what was behind the mansion. Now I know. It's locked. Hey, look! A full moon! Pick up the moon? Are you nuts? No. Looks like Meathook finally got himself a bridge. Personally, I kinda miss the old pulley and poultry method. Looks like Meathook finally got himself a bridge. Personally, I kinda miss the old pulley and poultry method. It's locked. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Anybody home?
No, go away.
Then who are you?
No one. There's no one here.
When do you expect someone to be home?
Later. Much later. Finish running your wife's errands first.
But there's supposed to be a wax show today.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
The sign out here says there is.
Yeah, that. Well, it's cancelled.
It's okay. It's me.
Me who?
Real estate.
No. I won't sell. Go away.
What are you talking about?
Stop pretending, you greedy old man. You think you can just buy up the whole island just because you can insult people? Well, think again. You can't take my house away from me if you can't get in. I knew I shouldn't have fixed that bridge. There's nobody home. Now go away.
Okay, I'll come back later. Knock knock.
Who's there?
It's me again.
Go away.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
It's me again.
Go away.
It's Carla and Otis from my original Ahoy again.
What is it now?
We got some heavy-duty begging to attend to.
Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first.
don't think that would help anything.
Wow. You actually got us a signed contract. Well, let's see. Yes. Ah, yes. Good. Aha!
Carla, do you even know what half of this stuff means?
Not a clue. But look, it says Cushy in the title.
Well, all right then.
All right, Threepwood. You've got yourself a crew.
Ahoy again!
What is it now?
So, are you looking forward to our voyage?
The horror! The horror!
We'll meet you at the shipyards once you've got a ship. Never thought I'd say that again.
Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first.
Can I get a pretzel refill?
Well, what's wrong with the ones you've already got?
Oh, never mind. Can I get a pretzel refill?
Sure.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I need a ship.
How nice for you. And just what do you want me to do about it?
I'm just gonna take one of these boats.
Not so fast, civilian. I am the Chief Assistant Shipyard Regulator, Harbor Operations, Melee Island, a division of Inter-Island Transportation Services.
Which means?
Which means I'm in charge of ship allocations on Melee Island.
Say, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, at the Scum Bar. You're the naked girl in the painting.
I am not. Besides, I haven't taken my clothes off in years.
What's your name?
Why?
I'd like to know the names of the people I've seen naked.
I wasn't naked. I was artistically posed.
You could lose your job if anyone found out that you posed for that picture.
How do you think I got my last promotion?
I'd rather not think about it. Who painted you?
He was an awful man. He was good, but he wouldn't take his claws off me. Strange, too. He had a bizarre fascination with wax.
You must be some kind of ship expert to land such an important and specialized job.
Nope. Don't know anything about him, and I can't stand sailing. I'm just paying my dues until I get a supervisor's job.
I'm commandeering a vessel.
Not so fast, mister. No boat leaves this harbor without my permission, and I see no reason to give you permission to take one of my boats.
But Stan said I could.
Name dropping won't get you a boat.
Come on, just give me a boat.
The rules prohibit the shipyard regulator, that would be me, from lending a boat to anyone who does not have proper authority. That would be you.
Isn't there some sort of loophole?
Nope. It's simple. Prove to me that you have the authority to requisition a ship, and I will follow procedure to supply one.
How does that work again?
Okay, but remember, as a civil servant, I am here for your safety. But if it'll make you go away,
I
cannot and will not release a ship to any person that does not carry the or is otherwise important in...
Come on, just this once? For me!
Not for you or anyone. Rules were meant to be just prove to me that you have...
What would it take to get you to look the other way?
I really hope that you aren't trying to bribe an employee of the Melee Island government. Not that I care what happens to you, but I really don't want to fill out the paperwork.
Never mind.
Now that I can do.
Baby, you can be in charge of my ships any day of the week.
What? Are you trying to seduce a government employee?
No. So, you're in charge of the ships. Kinda snooty for a glorified barnacle watcher, aren't you?
You're just jealous of my cushy government job. It would be even better if I didn't have to put up with the likes of you.
All this red tape is giving me a headache.
Don't say I didn't...
I'm not picking that up.
I don't think she'd like that. I don't think she'd like that. I need a ship.
I told you, you don't have the authority to...
Check this out.
What's this?
The gubernatorial seal of Melee Island.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess you are an important person. Right this way, Mrs. Marley. Let me show you to your ship. This is the Dainty Lady.
It's pink.
You've obviously got a seaman's eye for nautical details.
But it's pink.
Now, there are a couple of regulations that I'm required to explain to you. First, bring it back in the same or better condition as it is now. Second, life preservers are to be worn by all crew and passengers at all times. Finally, this vehicle is to be used for official business only, so no joyriding.
Can I go now?
Well, I'd love to hang out here on the docks with you all day. Actually, that's a lie. I can't stand to be near you. Bye. Oh, and enjoy your voyages on the Dainty Lady.
It's pink.
Is that the ship?
It doesn't look very seaworthy.
At least it doesn't smell like monkeys.
Are you guys ready to go?
Aye, Captain.
Whatever.
No.
Don't make me slap you, Otis.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Then we're off to Lucre Island in search of high adventure and a legally binding restraining order.
It'll all end in tears. Mark my words.
Mr. Cheese, shouldn't we steer away from those dark, portentous clouds?
Nonsense, Captain. A little rain never hurt anyone.
Mommy!
Batten down
Leap for
the
silent
hatches.
running.
Shorten sail!
Clear the scuppers.
Get your hands off me!
Sorry, baby.
There you go, Mr. Marley. Lucre Island.
Ah, Lucre Town, the largest urban center in the Tri-Island area. Thanks, Mr. Cheese. Next time, you think we can get here with a little less drama?
Oh, no. There's not going to be a next time, is there?
Better not be. Once was enough.
Okay, I'm going into town. You guys stay here and watch the ship.
Oh, sure. I see how it is. The captain gets to make all the decisions.